Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Awais and I am going to present hot wire foam cutting machine. First of all, the contents that I would follow in my presentation are introduction to hot wire foam cutter, its detailed layout, block diagram of hardware and interfaces of GRBL and X loader, uploading of hex file on the MKS board through the loader and flowchart diagram of software, syntax of G code, result of the software, and then at the end estimate of the cost and access time and challenges faced. First of all, introduction to hot wire foam cutter. Hot wire foam CNC cutters exist in a variety of different designs. Their main function is to cut out a shape by moving a hot wire through the foam. Each machine is only capable of cutting a specific type of shape determined by the number of degrees of freedom, workspace and overall design. Its core function. The core function includes it can cut the foam in every type of shape that is programmed through the software in it. The core function in our project is to cut the shape of airfoil through the foam cutter. And then real life application. The real life application of hot wire CNC foam cutters are create display letters, logos, 3D logos, graphics, signboards, labels for indoor and outdoor ads, decor elements and fair stalls. Now the detailed layout of our project. As you can see, there is a laptop on which the GRBL software is running. It is connected. MKS board is connected with the laptop, and there are the drivers DRV8255, and these are the stepper motor drivers. Stepper motor drivers are placed on the MKS board and the motors are connected with the drivers, and then later they are connected with the machine. When we run the software, the MKS board allows the drivers to drive the motor, and according to the axis that we have given to it through the G code. And then the part that I am doing in this project is only the GRBL programming of the hot wire foam cutter. This is the block diagram of our hardware. First of all, there is an MKS board on which DRV8255 stepper motors are placed, and with them the stepper motors are connected, which are later on connected with the machine. And then this is the interface of GRBL Mega 5X. There it is a port. This button is used to select the port on which the MKS board is connected. Then there is a baud rate. Baud rate is the rate of the transfer of information, that at which speed the information is transferring. Then there is a working status. Working status shows us the working status of the GRBL Mega 5X, whether it is working or not, whether it is idle or running or not running. Then there is a G code uploader. Here we can in this button, by pushing this button, we can upload our G code that we have written. I will show later. Then there is a G code monitor. This is used to monitor the G code that we have uploaded through that button. And then there is a control box. Control box is used to control the movement. Is used to control the is used to control is used to unlock, reset, stop, start, check. Used to control the GRBL Mega 5X software. And then there is hot wire temperature control. With this slider we can control the temperature of the hot wire, and then there is a carriage controls. Through these carriage controls we can control the axis that we have given to this software through the G code. And then there are the view boxes on which we can see our results after uploading the G code. This will show the shape of airfoil. And then interface of Xloader. Why Xloader is used? Xloader is used to upload the hex file of Garbal hex file to the MKS board. This is the hex file, Garbal upload .ino.hex. This is uploaded on the Xloader through this button, and then we have to select the device that on which we are working. As we know that in MKS board at Arduino Atmega 2560 is already placed, is already present. So we have just used this, and then there is a COM port again to select the port on which the MKS board is connected. Then there is a baud rate, as I have explained earlier. This slide shows the uploading of hex file. The hex file will first of all, the hex file is opened on the Xloader, and then after selecting the port where MKS board is connected and entering the baud rate, the one can easily upload the hex file on the MKS board through this. This is the flow chart of Garbal Mega 5X. First of all, let's start with it. Connect MKS board with the system on which we are running GRBL Mega 5X software. Then upload hex file in MKS board through Xloader, and then open the GRBL Mega 5X and connect MKS board with it, as I've explained earlier in the interface, and then upload the G code file in it, then run it, and you will see the output. Here it is the simple syntax of the G code. This involves these G codes, G17, G90, G21, F50, and these commands are just used to give the numbers to these wingspan, root code, tick code, root file code, tip file code, foam thickness, trail, sweep, washout, gantry, and feed rate. First of all, you have to know about what is a G code. G code is the most widely used computer numerical control programming language. G code stands for geometrical code. We use this language to tell a machine what to do or how to do something. The G code commands instruct the machine where to move, how fast to move, and what path should the machine follow. There are three basic types of G codes, which is G00, G01, and G02. These are the basic three G codes. G00 is used for rapid and non-cutting movements, and then G01 is used for linear movements at a programmed feed speed. And then G02 is used for circular movements at a speed. The codes that I have chosen here are G17, G90, G21. These include G17 is responsible for X, Y axis selection, and then G90 for absolute positioning of a machine. Yes sir. Okay. And then G04, call as a pause in the program. The time period specified in the program, any axis can be stopped without affecting the other commands and functions. Also set the values for axis, wingspan, root chord, tip chord, etc. And then these are the results of that I have got recently. I have achieved by following all the steps that I have explained earlier. After uploading the G coordinate, the result shows the XY and UZ plane view of the airfoil that I have made through the commands given in G code. And then estimates of cost and SS time. This is the estimate of cost and the SS time that item takes to arrive. There are 10 to 12 items and their costs and SS time are written corresponding to them. I have mentioned mechanical parts here, which involves wooden sheets, rails, pulleys, timing belts, nichrome wire, which is a hot wire we are using in this project, and then XPS form, the form on which we will work, and then neck bolts and L clamps. These are stepper motors, motor drivers, MKS board, power supply, jumper wires, and other miscellaneous. The mechanical parts cost rupees 7,000 and SS time is 1 week. Stepper motors cost rupees 3,600 and we got them in 2 weeks. Stepper motor drivers rupees 2,000 and we get them in 1 week. Then MKS board costs rupees 3,500 and we get them in 3 weeks. Then power supply rupees 500, SS time 1 day, jumper wires rupees 100, SS 1 day, and other miscellaneous including such other miscellaneous including limit switches etc. are rupees 100 and SS time are 1 day. The challenges I have faced during this project are familiarization with GRBL, familiarization with G code, as we never work on GRBL, Mega 5X and G code and never written a G code, and then at the end familiarization to the hex file uploader. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Any questions, anyone?